So are you a golfer that for years has really struggled with how you strike your irons, not just the quality of strike, but also how far you hit them? Well, you're in luck. Today's video, I'm going to show you an incredibly simple move that's going to make it incredibly easy to hit ball and then ground. And a little extra tip, I'm going to show you a bit of kit I use that helps me build club head speed without me doing anything different that you can use in every single shot. So there's not many things more frustrating in the world that you hit that good tee shot, you've got 7-iron in hand, perfect lie, and you make a swing and you top it, it goes nowhere, or you hit the big chunky one where if you were on the grass you almost feel like you could roll the divot over the golf ball. But far too often it's because golfers are told something that they need to do in their swing, which makes it virtually impossible to hit a good golf shot. So I know you've probably watched those two bad shots and thought, that's me, so I'm loving this video already. So what we get told as golfers is that when the ball's on the ground and we've got an iron in our hand, we need to try and get hitting down so that we hit ball and then ground. But what we fail to realise is that golf club is moving in a circular motion around our body, and we can see from down the line, the circle's just on an angle around our body. So in theory, we should never need to try and hit up or down. All we should be trying to do when the ball's on the ground is we should be trying to get the lowest point of our golf swing, target side of the golf ball, so that we can see there, I'm hitting after the ball. And then if I were set up to the ball and do that, I'd hit ball and then ground. We can see my low point was 3.8 inches ahead. The club's travelled down 4.8 degrees and I've carried it 157 yards. And hopefully that just looked incredibly simple. But I think because a lot of golfers have that intent of trying to hit down, yes, the club's travelling down, but you can also see down the line here how it's just straight down. There's no kind of angle, shallow angle into the golf ball. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a few swings and we're going to use where we're touching the mat as a bit of a reference point to begin with. And initially we're going to talk about how you're getting that crisp strike, and then that little bonus, we're going to work on some speed. So if I were to make my swing and just feel I didn't move my weight at all, I can see there I'm probably touching just behind the golf ball. But if as I got to the top of my swing, felt that I just moved my lower body towards the target, not my upper body as well, because we can see down the line, that's the issue that creates, but just move my lower body towards the target. There, that way, and swing. See straight away, I touch after the ball, target side, and that would give me a chance. So I've done a couple of practice swings, they felt great. I'm not even thinking about speed at this point, but I'm just going to set up, and as I get towards the top of my backswing, I want to feel like my lower body moves towards the target. Strike felt lovely. So my low point again, 3.8 inches ahead, club travelled down 4.4 degrees and 151 yards. And honestly, if you're a golfer who tops it, fats it, thins it, and very, very rarely hits that good shot, this will be eureka moment, light bulb moment, whatever you want to call it, but it'll feel so easy to just get the feel that those lower body moves towards the target, make the swing, and it is a lovely feeling of ball and then turf. We see 5 inches ahead, 6 degrees down, and 158 yards carry. Now, for some of you watching, you won't even care about this next bit. But the big thing for me is then once I can get ball and then ground contact from controlling my low point, I'm being really efficient at transferring energy from the club to the golf ball. But if I want to generate some more speed, I need to use the ground better. And we now understand that the ground force reactions is real key to actually generating speed. So for me, I'm using and have been doing for a while the Victory insole. So these are a carbon fiber insole that as you push down, it's almost like a trampoline effect. There's loads of science in this. There's tour players using this. There's long drive tournament competitors using this. Padraig Harrington uses this. I think he made the point that straight away using this, he got his fastest ever ball speed. And the key is, because we've got that kind of spring effect, this has been shown that vertical jump can be improved by 2 inches. Now, it might not sound a lot, and it might only be 2 or 3 mile an hour clubhead speed, but all those marginal gains stack on top of each other. So I'm going to pop these in my shoes, then we're going to hit some shots. I'm going to see, with that movement, and take advantage of these, how we can get more speed and that beautiful strike. So it's interesting because it does feel different when they're in the shoes. And I've been using these a while now, so I'm used to how these feel. So we're still going to use that idea that as we get into the top, lower body moves towards the target. But what we're also going to feel now is as the lower body moves towards the target, it's going to move down slightly. And as we're coming into impact, we're going to feel like we really straighten that left leg. That'll get the hip moving up, shoulder moving up, knee moving up. And you're probably watching that going, that's weird, because I want the club travelling down. And yet you're talking about that lead side coming up. So let's say, for example, you're somebody who already does this movement and you don't do what you need. The ground's going to get in the way, you're going to bury the club. And this is where we see a lot of golfers coming into impact. The brain realises it's going to dig, so they start chicken winging to pull it out of the ground and they lose the strike. But as I get here and then start working up, we can see the handle's working up, but the club head is still working down. So it's going to be more powerful. We're going to get up out of the ground, but anytime we can go down to up, that's going to create speed. So we're going to do a couple of practice swings. Going to feel lower body moves down and towards the target and then explode up and out. And it's definitely something I never ever did. I've been a good iron striker, but not as powerful as I feel I should be. So we're going to set up. Solid strike, 89 mile an hour, 3.2 inches ahead, clubs travel down 4 degrees and 160 carry. Now, with the victory insoles, if you are interested, I'm going to pop a link below. Follow my link, have a good look. There's some great science on there. And I always say to golfers, look, those little gains are fantastic. And if it's something you can get benefit from you not necessarily doing anything different, just having something in your shoes that makes it easier, why would you not consider it? So I felt I was good, did that bit decently, but could have been a little bit more aggressive with the move. That felt better. So we see 89.8 mile an hour, 3 inches ahead, 3.8 degrees down and 169 carry. And it is funny because even though this is quick, it really doesn't feel like I'm trying to swing the club quickly. But you'll notice that once I get back and I move towards the target, you can see how that club starts dropping behind me. Now as I'm pushing, the club's out in front. So all you golfers who like checking those positions, we'd love that. And then we can keep going on the way through. So again, we're going to set up. Feel we get to the top. Shift that lower body towards the target. Maybe just a tiny bit thin. But 89.4. Low point ahead, clubs travel down, 173 carry. Right, so if I really exaggerate that feel, let's see what I can get. Nearly 91 mile an hour club speed, didn't quite square the club face up, but 3 inches ahead, 4 degrees down, 172 carry. So the whole point of the video was if you're a golfer who really struggles with that contact, you know, it's topping it, thinning it, fatting your shots. The key is you don't want to be trying to hit down. We want to be making that swing, let the club touch the ground, and then if we can get that lower body moving towards the target, we can see that low point moves ahead. That's what creates the club travelling down. Then, if we can get that feel of the lower body going down and towards the target, and then straightening that lead leg, honestly, you can stand there, put good swings on it, hit the ball solidly, hit the ball straighter, hit the ball further than ever before, and it really will make a massive difference to the quality of those iron strikes and how good the shots are, and most importantly, how much you enjoy your golf.